Hello on Wildlife. There's something incredible happening in the world every second. Catch the new part of Unreal Top Moments from Internet. Let's go! While watching this moment, my heart just breaks. A shelf in the wine fridge broke in the restaurant. The owner only had to watch as bottles of expensive wine broke one after another. I'm sure the idea for the Spider-Man costume came from seeing this beautiful creature. You've got to think of something like that. Have you ever seen a flying stone? This unusual phenomenon sometimes happens, and I think it has something to do with magnets. Here's a similar moment. The guy jumps out of the car and stands by the road like he's a random passerby. A very cool escape from the police. During the crash of this truck there was a fire, and in order to prevent a fire in the forest, the decision was made to call in a firefighting airplane. It looks incredible. This little guy with his pipe didn't think he'd signal a false start for one of the athletes. And this is what a cab driver looks like in Hong Kong, each phone for a different cab service. I guess he won't miss a single order. And this guy definitely thought his house was ghostly. And this man came up with the idea to make an anti-rain system on his motorcycle. At first he tried to make a glass capsule like in this picture, but soon realized that the idea is too complicated. I think he's done even better. Men often like to propose in romantic places, like on a yacht or at a waterfall. It is in such places often get very funny moments, when the ring accidentally slips and sinks. It's a revolutionary invention called the fire toilet. It takes sanitation technology to a whole new level. Using fire to burn waste at temperatures of up to 1000 degrees Celsius, it promises a clean future. But think what would happen if you accidentally open the valve while sitting on it. Share your boldest theories in the comments below. If your wife can handle a scythe so coolly, then you definitely don't need a lawnmower. Who says moose are not fit for riding? This video proves otherwise. And this is how they make movies, where the actors can't ride horses. Everything is replaced by a regular car with a mock-up horse. Looks like the delivery service has reached a whole new level. Now you can eat a fresh and crispy croissant right at sea on a boat, delivered to you by drone. And this is how fast a scooter can be stolen in Africa. These guys don't even have to start it. They've got it all figured out. It seems that the woman trusted the automatic parking of her Tesla 100%. But something went wrong. The car suddenly changed its mind and decided to simply drive away. A man noticed smoke in his mini greenhouse and was shocked when he realized what had happened. The water stretch tape formed a lens and focused the rays on the sawdust. Unreal speed. Did this photographer have time to focus, and what kind of photo did he get? It's funny to watch. Chunks of ice fall out of a long hose.
I've got ice cubes.
On this Valentine's Day, the universe itself was telling him that he didn't love her. First the balloons got snagged, then the flowers fell, and even the candy flipped over and scattered. Total bad luck. The little girl made the priest laugh when she thought he wanted to high-five her. Here's a similar moment with the bride, and she was definitely very embarrassed. The guy thought the car had forgotten to put the handbrake on, so he started to stop it. But later on, it turned out to be much simpler and more fun. The employee decided to play around and gave this airplane one last flight. A gray heron brazenly approached a duck with her ducklings. The stupid mom duck didn't even try to defend her ducklings, so the heron just snagged one and flew away. This squirrel found a source of free Pepsi. The customers were shocked. Drone video shows the tornado's path through a solar power plant. The tornado formed as Hurricane Milton approached Florida. The woman thought they were robbers and threw her bag over the fence out of fear. She was very embarrassed when it was the owners of the house who calmly carried her bag out and gave it to her. Here's rare footage of a baby elephant being taught a tough lesson. You don't want to get in the way of adult males. You can easily pay with your life. The elephant hit the baby several times with his trunk, pushed him with his feet, but it's good that he didn't trample him. Soon the females came to the defense of the baby, and all was well. After the flooding in the Philippines, this man's house was filled with tiny fish. They swam in flocks right in the room, so the man can safely take out his fishing rod, sit on the couch and fishing. A CCTV camera caught a cougar sneaking into a pen with sheep and attacking one of them. In the morning, the owner did not find his sheep in the pen. And this is what rabid garbage men doing to garbage bins. It's creepy. A wild lynx came upon this man's car in the winter woods. The cat came to the side door and jumped on the glass, then scared the driver to death. I'm sure he'll remember this encounter for a long time. And this is the first time I've seen this. A buffalo decided to help the turtle. He bent down and carefully with his horns turned it over on its legs. The audience applauded such a hero for a very long time. If these special forces do tasks like this training, they'll never make anything. I don't know how such a thing is possible, and how did they load so many apples into the subway car? I think it's a fake.
Every day, 270,000 pounds of steak, while thousands of residents don't have enough to eat.
I don't know how they got here, but these pigeons are sucked into the grain one by one, and then the grain crusher is waiting for them. You can imagine the quality of the flour that comes out. The hotel guests were really freaked out by this monkey hanging on the lamp, but it's just a great fantasy of the maid, who made such a gimmick with her robe. The wife gave her husband a little t-shirt. Look how happy he was, that he and the cat would be the same. But when a friend pointed out that it wasn't for the cat, he was just shocked. This woman sure didn't know there was an air cannon on the stairs. A guy and his girlfriend went to the pier to spinning, hoping to catch a bass. But look what a monster he managed to pull out of the water. His girlfriend is totally shocked. The mirror prank these twins performed was great. Have you seen a robot that can keep its balance and ride a bike? The video was filmed 12 years ago, so this is even more amazing. A huge crater suddenly formed in the middle of a soccer field in Illinois and swallowed an entire light pole. Good thing no one was on the field at the time of the collapse. While enjoying a beer in nature, these people decided to act like nothing was wrong when a black bear came to them. They simply welcomed the leering bear into their company.
It's not my fault if she scratches you.
There is a very famous water sinkhole at the Breese Reservoir in California. I think that everything alive disappears in it, and this bird was very unlucky. It fell into this vortex, and it will not be able to survive. The camera managed to capture the incredible sight of the iceberg destruction. The filming people were simply delighted. A clever man figured out how to quickly remove the snow from the roof. He just threw a powerful firecracker into this warehouse. The man arrived on time, but the tow truck had already picked up his improperly parked car. After an argument, the parking lot attendant got mad and started driving away. He damaged 7 other people's cars and destroyed the black SUV. Here's what can happen when you try an oyster for the first time. This crazy woman urgently needs to get to her house, but she is not a boat, just a regular sedan. Now she has to wait for the rescue team. Check out what happens to an apple when it's hit by a bullet. I can't even believe it's real. And this is what the world's smallest banana looks like. It's really one bite. This video from California shows a bear attacking a car and ruining the interior with its claws. But police quickly determined that it was a man in a bear costume who used a sharp claw-like metal tool to scratch his interior for a $140,000 insurance payout. As a result of Operation Bear Claw, the suspect was arrested. And this is what manicure machines look like. For only $10 in a few minutes, your nails will be beautifully painted. The seller advertises a shockproof monitor and hits it hard with his fist several times. The buyer liked it, and he decided to test the monitor for durability too. And here's what astronauts do when they get bored in space. It's a very cool ketchup prank. And here's how cat moms protect their kittens. This girl realized in time that the tow truck came for her car, so in the parking lot began a real chase. Victory for the girl, she managed to escape. I can't figure out if this footage is real or a fake, but the killer whales threw themselves on the beach right in front of people. I can't believe that people could behave so calmly in front of killer whales. Here are a few more pranks that I will leave without comment.